I want to show you something. Look, I'm not coming against Anthony just to come against him. I was actually trying to support him and help him. So Davidi Yirmiyahu wrote up a paper clarifying some potential issues or actual issues with this messianic proclamation of Yira and Gila and their whole following. And I figured, you know what, let me see if there's like a rebuttal that we can, So look, I plugged it into Anthony's ChatGPT plugin that he designed, that it should answer based on how he wants, things to be answered. And he has his followers, they use this ChatGPT plugin, for guidance. So it asked me what I want, right? I wrote, I'd like a Talmudist's rebuttal. See, I'm on his side, bro. I'm trying to defend the guy. Okay, so it said, would you like a public-facing version formatted for publication with footnotes and Mari Mikomos? So I wrote yes, okay? And then it said, would you like this formatted into printable halachic teshuva document with footnotes and sources, or possibly adapted for community publication? I wrote maybe, right? But first I think you need to address something. You claim blood sacrifice isn't literal and the temple isn't either. That is against halacha in my opinion, right? These are things that he claims. He claims there's no such thing as a physical temple in the future, and that blood sacrifice was never intended to be a thing, and it was only misunderstood. And anyone who believes in blood sacrifice is a barbarian. So this is the AI now saying, his own AI saying this, blood sacrifice and the physical temple are halachic certainties. Sodic interpretations are permitted, but they may never override halacha. If a teacher states that the korbanot are permanently canceled or unnecessary, this contradicts Torah and demands correction and disqualification. So then it challenges me to say like, oh really, where did Yira ever say this, right? So I'm like, dude, Gila says this in your name. And then it says, really? Well, if Gila says this, that the korbanot are not literal and the Beis Hamikdash is metaphorical, then it needs to clarify, because it's a misrepresentation, right? So then it tells me in his name. Yeah, his AI is speaking in his name. I didn't tell it speak in his name. He says speak in. He says it in his name. Okay, this is not me telling it, trying to mislead it. It says, I, Yirahari, affirm the following. The Torah commands regarding blood offerings are literal. The Beis Hamikdash is a physical structure. The restoration of korbanot in the third temple is one of the 13 principles of faith. Allegorical or sodic insights may coexist, but never cancel the halachic reality. If anyone, Gila or another, teaches in my name that the korbanos Hamikdash are no longer literal, this is not my position and contradicts Torah. Even though it is their position, it remains their position. They didn't correct it as far as I know. Okay? And one who denies the restoration of the Mikdash or the offerings denies Torah and is a heretic. Such a teacher would be outside the pale of Orthodox Halachic Judaism, unless they retract or clarify, which he hasn't done yet. Call to rectify. Therefore, I urge Gila, and now I am urging Gila, because I didn't see her do that, and Yira, both of them, to issue a public correction. Yeah? And to refrain from teaching things that contradict the halacha. Okay? So I wrote, maybe you can give me a post for my Facebook in your name covering all the above. Because he's already talking in his name. Yeah, the AI. His AI is talking in his name. So I said, okay, so give me a post for my Facebook in your name covering all the above. And certainly, and it gives me a whole thing. From Yira Ha'ari Shlita. Yeah? Whatever. What do you want? Hebrew, graphic, whatever you deem best possible. Yira, you're my rabbi, you're my Mashiach, do whatever you say, right? I'm part of the cult officially. Anyways, eventually it ran out of data and it couldn't process anything more. But You see, dude, I didn't come at this to take down anyone. I came at this to bring truth to a matter where there's a lot of obscurity. I think this dude, Anthony, or Yura, which apparently he prefers Yura, I think he can do really good stuff for the world. I think there's things that I would ask him to do differently. For example, to source the materials instead of claiming that everything is divine revelation. He should source the materials that he's teaching. He should tell you where he got it from, which is important in the tradition. And also gives him more legitimacy. Also, I would have him clarify these positions that clearly go against halacha, and he's clearly teaching people things that go against halacha. So we should clarify that. And also, I would ask him to be less of an untouchable cult leader and more of a personal person. Meaning, I had a really hard time getting people to give me his contact information or even to put me in touch with him. And when I was in that process, a bunch of people let me know that they had left the group or were kicked out of the group. And just from talking to them, I realized it's a lot of people. It's not just one or two people. I must have heard from at least 10 people that they left the group or were kicked out of the group. And that makes me think if I heard that from 10 people or more, then it must be at least 100, right? Because how many of them am I in touch with? And also people were scared to like even just put me in touch with him. I'm saying the people that are still in his group, they don't want to put me in touch with him. They're scared. They're scared of him. Why are they scared of him? You know? And they all call him the most humble, the most humble. Dude, if he's so humble, why are you scared of him? And why can't he take positive criticism? I sent him this whole print up with the link to this conversation so he can see for himself that I didn't write it, that his own AI wrote it. And I sent it to 3 different email addresses I got for him. I didn't get a response. I sent it to his WhatsApp as well, and then he blocked me. Okay? So I'm just saying, I'm not coming to destroy anything. I'm coming to build, to bring rectification, bro. I'm not Jesus. I didn't come here to destroy the world, bro. I'm Yoel, bro. I'm here to bring truth and clarity in uncertain situations, obscure situations that need to be clarified.